On January 15, 2009, U.S. Airways Flight 1549 took off from LaGuardia Airport in New York, headed for Charlotte, North Carolina. Captain Chesley Sully Sullenberger and First Officer Jeffrey Sklies piloted the Airbus A320. Captain Sully had been a fighter pilot in the U.S. Air Force in the 1970s, flying the F-4 Phantom. Between the two pilots, they had about 35,000 flight hours.
Cactus 1549, 700, climbing 5,000.
Cactus 1549, new departure to contact, climb, maintain 15,000.
Maintain 15,000, Cactus 1549.
First Officer Sklies was flying the airplane when they departed from LaGuardia. When Sullenberger was in the Air Force Academy, he was selected for the Cadet Glider program, for which he soon became an instructor pilot. In 1973, he graduated at the top of his class, receiving the Outstanding Cadet and Airmanship Award.
Frequency change.
Every day.
New York, Johnny 2760 is 5,000, turning your right to 150.
Johnny 2760, climb, maintain 10,000.
10,000, Johnny 2760.
At this point, the pilots tried to restart the engines, and Sullenberger took control of the aircraft. The engine restart was unsuccessful. Captain Sully started the APU, which stands for Auxiliary Power Unit. The APU is used to power the instruments and electrical systems.
Cactus 1549, turn left heading 270.
This is Cactus 1539. Hit birds, so you've lost thrust on both engines, returning back towards LaGuardia.
Okay, you need to return to LaGuardia. Turn left heading up 220.
220.
Tower, stop your departures, got emergency returning. It's 1529. He bird strike, he lost all engine, he lost the thrust in the engines, he's returning immediately.
Cactus 1529, which engines?
He lost thrust in both engines, he said.
Got it.
Cactus 1529, we can get it for you. Do you want to try to land 1313?
We're unable. We may end up in the Hudson.
Johnny 2760, turn left 070.
070, Johnny 2760.
Hi, Cactus 1549. It's going to be left traffic to runway 31.
Unable.
Okay, what do you need to land? Cactus 1549. Runway 4 is available if you want to make left traffic to runway 4.
I'm not sure we can make any runway. What's over to our right? Anything in New Jersey, maybe Teterboro?
Okay, yeah, off your right side is Teterboro Airport.
1,000.
Do you want to try to go to Teterboro?
Yes.
Teterboro, Empire, actually LaGuardia departure guy, emergency inbound.
Hey, guy.
Cactus 1529 over the George Washington Bridge, wants to go to the airport right now.
Wants to go to our airport. Check. Does he need assistance?
Yes, it was a bird strike. Can I get him in for runway 1?
Runway 1, that's good.
Cactus 1529, turn right 280, you can land runway 1 at Teterboro.
We can't do it.
Okay, which runway would you like at Teterboro?
We're going to be in the Hudson.
I'm sorry, say again, Cactus? Alright. Kelly 2760, contact New York 126.8.
26.8, Joey 2760.
Cactus 1549, radar contact is lost. You also got Newark Airport up at 2 o'clock in about 7 miles.
First Officer Sklies called out altitudes and airspeeds to help Sully set the A320 up for a water landing on the Hudson.
Eagle 54718, turn left heading 210.
210, 4718. I think he said he was going in the Hudson.
Cactus 1529, Houston.
300.
The Airbus A320 has what's called a fly-by-wire system, where a computer regulates the flight controls to keep the aircraft from being put into a stall. Captain Sully would later report that this system prevented him from being able to flare the aircraft like he needed to slow it down for the water landing.
50, 40, 30, 20, retard 5.
The time from the bird strike to the plane being in the Hudson was less than 4 minutes. When the NTSB tested this scenario on a simulator, 50% of the simulator pilots were initially able to turn around and land back at LaGuardia. However, this did not take into account the real-world factors where pilots have to continue to fly the aircraft while they assess the situation and try to restart the engines. The crew followed correct aviation protocol. When the NTSB added a 35-second delay in their tests to account for this, all of the test pilots crashed. They didn't have enough altitude to glide to any airport. Being in the middle of a congested metropolis and the skyscrapers of Manhattan, a ditching in the Hudson River was clearly the best option. Fortunately, this particular Airbus was equipped for extended overwater operation, with additional rafts, inflatable slides, and life vests. Although it was not required to be on this particular flight, this configuration undoubtedly contributed to the positive outcome of this ditching. 2 New York ferries arrived in a matter of minutes. Soon after, there were many other boats and helicopters to help rescue people from the frigid 41-degree waters.
Hey, Patty.
Yeah.
7NY, I'll just put him on a 270 heading, and then him at 6.
Whatever you want, man.
And then I'll put behind him on a 180 for weight.
Okay. That's good.
Water landings rarely end well unless executed perfectly. Air traffic controller Patrick Harton assumed the worst when he lost contact with the Cactus. Perhaps the skills Captain Sully learned as a young man in the Air Force Academy glider pilot class paid off on this day.
Good afternoon, New York, Molly 37, November Yankee out of 647, coming to a heading at 250.
I'm at 7 November Yankee, climb and maintain 15,000.
5,000, 37, November Yankee.
All right, departure. We're stopped on departure. Runway 4, 360's runway.
Okay.
You know about the Cactus.
Right.
I guess it was a double bird strike, and he lost all thrust, so.
Air Coast 780 Echoes, leading 7,000, right turn to
What do you want to do as far as the departure?
Okay. We'll figure it out.
250-15, 80 Echo, the altimeter 3024. You're not talking to JetLink yet. They're gone. All frequencies
just those
are
three.
normal.
Okay.
Yeah.